Hello, Dr. Roberts and fellow classmates. This is Judy Hopkins, and I am going to be summarizing that professional counselor skills video blog regarding the listening cycle, invitational skills, and the idea of reflecting feelings. So, in regards to the videos and the listening cycle, I feel like there was really a pretty excellent use of a number of different components in regards to that listening cycle. There was a real sort of sense of leaning into that open posture, a lot of nonverbal and verbal affirmation that really set up that kind of empathetic tone, and I feel like they did a good job. There was an establishment of that sense of empathy that is really a key predictor from what we know in research. The use of invitational skills, I felt that the counselors did a really good job of asking open-ended questions, things like tell me more about, or what was it like when, or help me to understand more, those kinds of open-ended questions. And then in regards to reflecting feelings and meaning, I think that there was a really well demonstrated expertise shown by the counselors again, saying things like, it sounds like it's hard for you, or using qualifiers. I felt like they did a good job of using qualifiers, which are terms like in a sense, or maybe, or kind of, making suggestions about feelings that they might have. For example, I think they said, Mark said, sounds like you're almost resentful, or you're a little bit angry, which was introducing language that the client hadn't necessarily used. So sort of fishing for whether that was a good fit or not. And I felt like that was a really reasonable approach. I wondered when the female counselor actually touched the client, whether that was the most effective way of connecting. I feel like perhaps now we don't know their dynamic, but perhaps in a setting where you don't know the dynamic very well, or you don't know a client very well, it might be more effective to have a more highly empathetic verbal response, something like, wow, that really sounds like it's difficult for you. Can you talk to me some more about that? Help me to understand that. I really can tell something is very difficult for you. Something along those lines that you wouldn't necessarily have to bridge that touch, and unless you really knew that that was an appropriate thing. So let's see. In regards to sessions, whether they were similar to something I imagined to be effective, I would say absolutely. The empathetic presence was really there, something that I've experienced myself in counseling, as well as an atmosphere that I think is highly valuable to be able to set that tone. And we know again from research that that's one of the most effective things that can be set up for that dynamic between a counselor and their client. So thank you. I look forward to an opportunity to have more conversation, and look forward to seeing more of your videos. Have a great rest of your day.